Hello. Hello, my fellow viewer and subscriber. Ugh. Sorry, couldn't help notice that you were sitting here alone on a cold February day. Specifically Valentine's Day of all days, but oh well. Yeah, I have a hot drink. It was meant for myself, but you could have it. Anyway, wonder why you're sitting here all alone, huh? Well, then again, I guess if you are lonely, I mean, Valentine's Day is a pretty depressing day for a lot of people. And honestly, I can't blame you. It makes me really reminisce about my life too, you know? Because, there's a lot of things that I wished I could have done better with my own life. Like, personally, I kind of wish I would have gotten into dating in high school. It's kind of a regret of mine, actually. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't be living life with regrets because, you can't go back into the past and change it, You can't just unwind time and just go like, here's some advice to yourself, Because life doesn't work like that. And, if it did, it'd be way more fair, that's for sure, but, it doesn't. But, I mean, sometimes being lonely isn't all that bad, It's not the worst thing in the world. Granted, it's not the greatest either. Especially for me, who probably would love to get into a relationship someday, but, I've never been all that good with relationships. When it comes down to it, I've always kind of struggled with the relationship in between me and my dad, And that's something that, I think we've all kind of... I think it's something that we all kind of struggle with, Because, trying to maintain a relationship in between two very different people is a serious struggle sometimes. And I get that, when you're talking to somebody else or like I'm talking to you, we got our differences. I mean, everybody's different in some way, shape, or form. Like, not everybody's going to agree on everything. And you know what? I think that's something that a lot of people tend to miss now these days. I mean, you can see it all over the place where they're completely and totally missing the point. Yeah, you don't have to look very far. And sure, I understand it's kind of a depressing world, but, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should be always depressed. I mean, depression wears me down a lot, And honestly, it kind of makes it harder to do things like record videos for you and do the things that I want to do, Like, I would love to do more with my life if depression wasn't grinding me down too much. I would love to continue programming games and programming the stuff that I want to program. I also would love to make an animated series someday too, Like, I've had several ideas in the works. I mean, one of them may be a little too expensive to pull off right now, but, several great ideas. Anyway, I need to stop talking about myself here. Because, what I'm here for is primarily you. Because, again, you were sitting out here, out in the park bench. Granted, I mean, Keith Ryder Park can't get any lovelier than this, though, right? Like, honestly, this is a great park. Seriously, I've shot, recorded, and edited many videos in this park, and honestly, I wouldn't pick a better place in the world to go editing and recording ever, period, end of story. Well, okay, maybe there might be a little bit of a competition with Ayers Natural Bridge, but it's kind of expensive to go there. You gotta pay, I think you gotta pay a park fee to use it, I think, but I'm not quite sure. And of course, usually it's pretty crowded, so, like, this place is just nice, it's quiet, you can just hear the breeze flowing through the trees, and just take a deep breath and relax. Just take this deep breath knowing that in your heart, everything's going to be okay. Okay? Because look, I understand that it's hard. A lot of things are. Honestly, again, I wish I could have dated in high school. Maybe I would have been a little bit better with the ladies now these days. Or maybe I would have been too cocky. Or maybe I could have been, like, somewhere in between. Maybe I could have actually had a marriage and had some kids by this point. Well, I mean, if I did, I'd probably have less time to spend with you guys, but, I mean, it's not like I don't want kids, because, they are a part of the promise of the future generation, That's something that a lot of people need to understand. a lot of people tend to take for granted. And I can understand if you don't want kids either. I mean, it's perfectly fine. Like, it's normal not to be a parent and not wanting to be a parent, and from wanting to be a parent, because, you know, there's a lot of stress that comes with it, and some people love it, some people hate it. You know, I'm not going to influence you guys. I'm not going to try to point you down the wrong path and steer you down the wrong road. I'm not here to do that. But, you know, I just want to say that, hey, look, no matter what, I'll be here for you guys, okay? Like, sure, even if I happen to pass away. I mean, I don't know when this could happen. It could happen next week, could happen next month, could happen next year. Like, honestly, we can't really fathom how short our lives really are. So, you know, this is why I have to say that you should just live in the moment. Just experience life the way it's supposed to be experienced. Live day by day. Be grateful that you have another day on this planet. Because, you know what? Like, you never know when something is going to come along and just take that all away. And I think that's something that a lot of people also don't fully understand either. And, of course, you know what I'm exactly implying, right? I know YouTube has a buggered policy when it comes down to mentioning death, but, you know, I don't sugarcoat things on my channel. If you want sugar, if you want cream, go to the counter over there. I serve my coffee straight up black. Not that I drink coffee, but, you know. And yes, you probably taken a wild guess that it ain't coffee that I just gave you, but yeah. But like I said, no matter what, I'm here for you, okay? I will always try to be there for you if you need me. I mean, if you need any comfort, anything. I mean, sure. Any sexual tensions would probably have to be quelled down, though, because, well, first of all, if you're a girl, dinner first. And if you're a guy, sorry, no thank you, I'm into girls. But I'll be open and honest with that. Granted, I'm not going to diss you if you are into that stuff, okay? Because again, I don't judge, and I should never have judgment just for myself. I mean, judgment is reserved for a higher power, okay, as far as I'm concerned. Judging myself is just wrong, and honestly, never felt right anyway. Yeah, I know, I've kind of rambled on for a little bit long enough, so, you know, hey. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. I would like to hear a little bit more of your thoughts too. Because, you know, it's something that we do. It's a community thing. Anyway, this is Superchocolatemilkshake, signing off. Ugh. Better get back to my watch. Contemplating.